Good morning to all the students. Welcome back in your social science class. Student, in this social science class, we are going to cover our history topic. The chapter number 4 in the earlier cities. 4 topics of this chapter we had already covered in our previous session. Today, we are going to complete our chapter number 4 in the earlier cities in this session. So, the content line of today's session is new craft in the city, in search of raw material, food for people in the cities, Harappan town in Gujarat, the mystery of the end. So, as you know, in the earlier city, we are studying about Harappan civilization. Out of 4 main civilization, the one of the important civilization was the Harappan civilization, or the another name of the civilization was Indus Valley civilization. So, we are going to study this chapter and we will see how this civilization come to end. So today's session first topic is new craft in the city. So let's talk or see what were the crafts in that city, means in Harappan civilization. Here we come to know that archaeologists found things made of stone, shell and metal. It means that time the things of stone, shell and metal were very popular. Second thing, the archaeologists also found tools, weapons, ornaments and vessels of copper and gold. So it means the people of Harappan civilization used to make the weapons of copper, tools of copper, ornaments extra of gold and silver. Striking founds, beads, weights and blades. The most important part of that civilization that the people of that time used beads, weights and blades very much. Second thing is Harappan made seals out of stone. So what they used to make? Steel out of stone. Rectangular and animal carved on them. What carved on them? Rectangular and animal. Let me show you one of the picture of beads also. See, this is the picture of beads, waves and blades. That time these things were very popular. Now you look at, these are the ornaments which they used to wear that time. So as I told you, Harappan made seal out of stone, rectangular and animal carved on them. Pots with beautiful black design were also found by archaeologists. It means that time the pots were also popular. Now as you know that there were also archaeologists found some evidence of clothes, cotton, and we already had covered our previous chapter about the cotton. Now one of the evidence also found in Mohenjo-daro. Clothes, actual pieces were found attached to the lid of silver vase and copper objects in Mohenjo-daro. Mohenjo-daro was one of the famous city in the Harappan civilization. Found spindle wore made of terracotta and finance used in spin thread. So these were the evidences which tells us about how the people of that time lived their life. How? So as I told you, our topic is new crafts. So how the people use things, what were the main things, what metals they were used, what type of weapons, tools, ornament they used to wear, everything is in this topic. Work done by specialists. Now this is also very important. Even that time also people used to do their work very efficiently, so they become specialists in a particular field. So what is the definition of a specialist? A person who is trained to do only one kind of work. Both men and women were specialists. That's why they done their work very efficiently and made one of the best example of any kind of product. I'll show you pictures also how they have made something. Now our next topic from this chapter is in search of raw material. As we have already learnt about craft, now every final product needs raw material. Now from where they get raw material, how they will get raw material, and what was the sources of raw material of that time in Harappan cities. In this topic we are going to learn that. Raw material. First of all, what is raw material? Raw material is a basic thing out of which we are making our final product. So raw material are substances that are either naturally found or produced by farmer or herder. Naturally found means wood or metal. As you know that wood and metal given by our mother nature, and some raw materials were produced by farmers and herders of that time. For example, cotton. Cotton is produced by farmer, is a raw material that may be processed to make clothes. So similarly, raw material were very important that time also. Now local raw material which they were easily get from our mother nature, that is copper, tin, gold, silver and precious stone. That time they were easily get by their local surrounding copper, tin, gold, silver and precious stones. Now copper got from present day Rajasthan. Now they are telling you present day area also, so you can easily recognize the parts. Copper they get from Rajasthan or Onam in West Asia, and was mixed with copper. When they mixed copper with something, they produced bronze. Gold come from Karnataka, present day Karnataka, and precious stone from Gujarat. So there is a matching also in your book exercise where you have to match these states with the metals. So copper Rajasthan, gold Karnataka, precious stone Gujarat. So now you know that raw material is very much need or necessary for the final product. Now here next topic is food for people in the cities. Now craft is done, raw material is done. Now what is important? Hunger. Hunger means we need food. So as you know that during this civilization the people became farmer also, so they used to do farming. So many people lived in the cities while some in countryside. So those who live in countryside, they can easily grow crops and rear animals. So important plants of that time, or we can say important plants of Harappan city civilization: wheat, barley, pulses, peas, rice, sesame, linseed and mustard. Important plants of Harappan civilization: wheat, barley, pulses, peas, rice, sesame, linseed and mustard. So you can say the farmer used to grow these plants, and those who live in city, they used to supply these to craftsmen and other needy people. So during Harappan civilization, these were important farming plants. Now, for farming we need some techniques, we need some tools for cultivation, for digging, for harvesting. So plows was used to dig the earth, to turning the soil and planting seed. This region, Harappan civilization region, does not receive heavy rainfall, so water was stored and supplied to the field. So now you know another technique, that they were not depend on the rains only. They used to store the water and supply the water to the field when the plants were growing. They also reared, because they were not only a farmer, they are herders also. They were herders also. So reared cattle, sheep, goat and buffalo. Maybe this question will come in exam. Short question, objective type question. So reared cattle, sheep, goat and buffalo. They used to collect the fruits also, as they were in the starting gatherers. They caught fish and hunted wild animal also. So now you know, for food they used to do farming also. They used to collect the food also. Even they used to rear the cattle also for food, because they know these help us and these gave us milk or meat during their time. So next topic is Harappan town in Gujarat. Now, the city of Dholavira was located on Khadir Bed in the run of Kutch, where fresh water and fertile soil is easily available. Now, Dholavira divided into 3 parts, and everything is surrounded with messy stone wall. Harappan script carved out of white stone and inlaid in wood. I am going to show you one picture. See, you can see this picture, and this is a picture, and one more picture. This is from picture Harappan cities to the Gujarat. Here. Now, Lothal. Lothal, everybody already know about Lothal. In our previous session we had covered about Lothal, and I have shown you the marking of Lothal on the map also. So Lothal, tributary of Sabarmati, and as you know, Sabarmati is a river in the Gujarat. Semi precious stones easily. So Sabarmati and in Sabarmati in Gujarat, semi precious stone easily available. What is the important centers? They are important center of making object out of stone, shell and metal, because that time these 3 products were easily available. Metals were easily available. Many cities and houses are also there. Seals and ceiling also found by the archaeologists. Now this is a picture of seal and ceiling. Now our next topic, the mystery of the end of Harappan civilization. Why they call mystery? Mystery means which is not solved, which is pending, something is something which is not unfold till now. So same way the mystery of the end. So now what happened around 3900 years ago, there was a major change. People stopped living in the cities, garbage built up on the street, their system broke down, less impressive house, everything were going happened so fast that people started moving on to the another city. But the reason is nobody were knowing what was the reason why this happened. Now may some scholars think something, other scholars said something else. So I am telling you some reasons that these reasons were not confirmed by any scholar. It was just a opinion. Maybe rivers dropped up. Some said maybe because of deforestation, because the populations were increasing. Maybe some said because of floods. Some said rulers lost their control over the cities. People, because of these reasons, people moved into newer and smaller settlements to the east and the south. So here the mystery is still unfold. It is already fold. Nobody knows the correct reason. These 4 reasons which I told you, it was only the assumption of the scholars regarding the Harappan civilization. So here we have covered all the 4 main topics of today, and now we know about the Harappan city, how the houses were, and the story, what the people ate, what was the metals of that time, how the people started their journey, how the civilization come to end. So now we have covered in this chapter basically more about the Harappan civilization. So student, let's read this chapter at home, underline the main point and start learning at home. Sai Ram to everyone.